Hi guys, it's Jennifer with One Crafty Sister. Man, sometimes technology, the worst part. But sometimes you just have to go back to the basics of clicking the Facebook Live button on your cell phone. And I don't even know if I'm looking in the right spot because I'm not used to this, using my phone this way. But I was determined to get on here and stamp with you guys tonight and share about some fun stuff. So let me look at my computer over here and make sure that it looks right. And while you guys are coming on, I see some eyeballs. Hi, Karen Cobb. Let me know how your weekend was. It was a little chilly here in Florida. And so I did some snuggling up this weekend. And yeah, tell me how your weekend was. And I'm going to check this to make sure we're in the right spot. And I'm going to share it to my group like I normally do. It feels so weird. I'm used to just looking at my computer, and I am not even sure what this error is. Never had an error from this software like that before. And I swear sometimes like technology is a good thing, but then it's a pain in the rear. And I don't need any pain in the rears right now. You want to know why? Because it's my birthday today. It is my birthday, and I am so excited to share it with you. 100%. Nothing is working the way it's supposed to here. This is my page. Yes, it is my birthday, and I'm excited that it's my birthday. Yay. Hi, Terry. So glad you could join. Carol and Ruth. So yeah, I'm just going to have to share that later. Today, we're going different. We're going different. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. Okay, so yes, it's my birthday today, and I had a great day. I enjoyed a lunch at work with my boss and office mate today, and my boss let me go home a few minutes early today, and one of my friends at work even made creme brulee, like with the torch and everything at work today. How awesome was that? I felt really special, and I've had lots of messages and text and post all day long, and I just feel really blessed this year to have all of you guys as part of my birthday today. I came home and my husband had some flowers on the table. So yeah, it's been all around a pretty darn good day. And I'm going to make it even better because I'm here with you guys. So happy birthday to me, and happy receiving to you. I'm going to share with you guys a special that I'm doing. It's the inaugural of this. I've never done it before. And so I'm excited to share this with you. So I am going to stamp here in a little while. I'm going to stamp with these adorable darling donkeys. In just a minute, I got two really cute cards I'm going to stamp with this to show you guys. And then, yeah, but before we get there, I just wanted to share my One Crafty Sister Destash Birthday Bash. Destash Birthday Bash. I'm feeling like I need to dance because it's my birthday. So here's the deal. I want to give gifts to you because it's my birthday today. So this is how it's going to work. For everything you do, I have 4 things that you can do. And for every one of those things that you do, you're going to get a gift from me. And if you do 2 of them, you're going to get 2 gifts. And if you do 3 of them, you're going to get 3 gifts. And if you do 4 of them, all 4 of them, then you're going to get 4 gifts that end up totaling over a value of $100. So that's a really cool special. And if you don't want to do any of the 4 things, I'm going to give you an option where you can just get that option by saying, hey, I don't like to get double the cool stuff, so I just want to write you a check and take that thing that you're offering. And I can do that too. That's okay. It's all up to you. So the One Crafty Sister Destash Birthday Bash. I'm going to do this every year for my birthday, and this is the first time. I've been trying to find out something fun to do to celebrate my birthday. I have my personal birthday, and then I'll have my Stampin' Up birthday, which is in August. So maybe I'll do it then too. I don't know. We'll at least do it this time. Hello, everyone. So this is how the Destash Birthday Bash works. So there are 4 ways that you can participate. Number 1 is you can participate by placing a minimum $50 order in my online store. And when I'm done with the video, I'll post the link and this month's host code in the video description. So you can just click on that link and use that host code to shop. And when you shop for a minimum of $50, you're going to get to choose at least one celebration item. So it might be these adorable donkeys. After you watch these cards tonight, you might want them. Or it could be any of the other number of really cool things like the Paper Blooms designer series paper that I shared last week, or the Heal Your Heart stamp set that I shared last week. So it could be either one of those things, any of them. So that's number 1. You can do that. And if you do one of these 4 things, then I'm going to send you a gift. So when you do just one, I got a basket full of goodies over here. When you do just one, I'm going to send you a pack of 50 sheets of designer series paper cut at 6x6. This is a random collection from my retired stash of paper. So you're going to get 50 sheets of designer series paper. You're going to get a brand new bolt of ribbon still in the plastic. And those are the 2 things you'll get when you do one of these 4 things. Okay, so let's say you do that, but you also want to join me in January for my stamp club. I have a stamp club every month, and we make 4 cards, 2 of each. We actually make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. And it's a awesome class because you're going to get a bag of goodies. You can take this in person. I have limited spots in person or to go, so you can participate in this club anywhere in the United States. And so if you subscribe to that as a number 2 option, I'm going to also throw in a retired stamp set, okay? So now, and I'll explain, you don't have to do these in any particular order. You can do any one of these 4 things. You do one of them, you'll get a pack of paper and a bolt of ribbon. And if you do 2 of any of these things, and I've already shared that you could shop for a minimum $50 order or register for my January card club. The third, and you're going to get a stamp set when you do the second thing. The third thing that you can do, and already we're up to a $40 value here, okay, so not too shabby, right? The third thing you could do is you could register for the stamp camp that I am hosting in a collaboration with a Canadian demonstrator, Zahra Premji. She's on here, so hi Zahra, everyone say hi to Zahra. We are co-hosting a stamp camp on January 30th, and it is going to be awesome. It is like a little mini creative retreat, virtual, online from the safety and comfort of your own home. And we are going to stamp, we're going to have presentations, we're going to play games, we're going to do all kind of fun things. We are featuring the really cute ice cream suite, and oh my gosh, and little sneak peek, In Bloom, the In Bloom suite. That was just a little teaser. So we are featuring 2 suites, and you are going to get a swag bag with all kind of cool stuff, some really sweet presents. We like to gift, and lots of fun things. So I will share the link as well in the video description when we're all done for you to check that out. So that's number 3. And so if you do any combination of 3 things, I'm going to also throw in a retired punch. Who knows? It's all my choice, but I have lots of good things in my collection. So that's another approximately $20 value. So now we're up to a $60 gift from Jennifer. I'm feeling really generous. So the last thing, the last of the 4 things that you can do is you can register for my Creative Escape. I am hosting a Creative Escape. I have limited in-person seats available, and it is March 11th, 12th, and 13th. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in Florida, but I'm also offering a retreat in a box. So even if you're anywhere in the United States, you could register for that as well. And so when you participate in all 4 of those things, I'm also going to throw in a bundle that's worth at least $45 to $50. Ooh, do you remember this? The little ladybugs from last year and the limited availability of those dies? That's one of them. So that, with all four of those, is over $100 in value of goodies out of my retirement stash, the Destash Birthday Bash. So when you do that, any of those four this week, I'm going to send you gifts, okay? And maybe you say, like, I don't want to do all those things, but I want your stash. I want your stash. So if you just want a mystery box that's valued over $100 that includes designer series paper, a bolt of ribbon, a tool, which it could be a punch, or it might be like a couple embossing folders or a fun retired die. It'll be about a $20 value. Then you can get that whole over $100 worth of goodies in a mystery box for $50 plus shipping. So if you are interested in that, then you'll just need to email me and say, I want the mystery box, and I will work on getting that to you, okay? So that is the, can you see that? One Crafty Sister Destash Birthday Bash. All right, $100 in freebies. I'm saying, not so shabby, not so shabby. Okay, now I am going to turn my camera down, and I have not filmed like this in quite some time, so I hope it looks okay. I hope there's not some crazy view that I can't tell, because I haven't done this in a while. So I'm gonna cover the camera just so you don't get seasick. Hopefully, it's not going to be perfect, but you know what? Life is not perfect, right? So let me just check. I couldn't find it earlier. Videos shows that I'm live. I'm going to let it catch up. Yeah, my eyes are all over the place. I don't know where I am, but we are going to make some super cute cards. So remember, I told you that today we are playing with the donkeys, the celebration donkeys. Did I put them up? I put them up. So we are playing with, let's see if I can get this straight. Might not be straight. I'm waiting for it to populate in my screen so I can see what you guys see. All right, we're going to be upside down, aren't we? I'm going to turn it the other way. So what we've got here is these adorable darling donkeys, and we are going to make a couple super cute cards. So if you're stamping at home and you want to stamp along, I'm going to be stamping. I have a piece of Whisper White for some stamping. I have a Bermuda Bay card base, and this is a 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and burnish this so that it's set aside. I have some of the Celebration freebie paper. This is the Oh So Ombre, and it is super duper cute. Super cute. So we've got one side of the ombre, just the solid, and one side with these cute little designed little dots. I have a heart that's cut out from the Stitched Be Mine die set, and it's run through the embossing machine in the subtle folder. Okay, and then I've got a little Bermuda Bay flower. This is out of our little mini blossom punch. And I've got some stamps. So we're gonna need to do some stamping. So let me pull this aside. And we are going to stamp this adorable little donkey. Look how cute he is. So adorable. We're gonna stamp him in some Memento ink. and color him or her. It can be whatever you want. So let's go ahead. There is our little donkey. We're gonna color this guy with Stampin' Blends. So I've got a basket of Stampin' Blends here that I'm gonna choose from. I'm gonna color him Smoky Slate. So there is no like wrong or right way to use these, okay? But I like to start with the dark. And I like to kind of go around the edge and color some things in with the dark first. And so if you have not used Stampin' Blends before, these are alcohol markers. I'm coloring upside down, so if I have to turn it to the side, this is what I have to do. So if you have not played with these are alcohol markers, and they are so fun to use for a lot of reasons. If you've ever colored with other markers or just regular markers, you get all of these like lines in your paper. So I could color this like, look, I am not being careful. I'm kind of just throwing some of this dark ink around my donkey, right? Not being real careful, as you can see. But what's cool about the Stampin' Blends is, just like their name says, you can blend with them. So you can come back through and color, and you will be able to smooth out all of those lines, and they will just disappear, and it will turn into one fat, happy little donkey. So I don't color a lot on my Facebook Lives, mainly because I kind of am a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to coloring. So my second grade teacher taught me that the most important thing is to outline and then color within the lines. And so I grew up making sure I was coloring inside the lines. And so right now, it means that I have to concentrate too much. So this is not something, I'm doing this just for y'all tonight. It's a birthday special. I am coloring for you for this celebratory night. So you just keep coloring around. There are two tips. There's a fine tip and there's also a brush tip. So you can come in and kind of color with that. And it's kind of a softer look to it when you use the brush tip, which I really like. And you have to use the Memento Tuxedo Black. These are made to work with this kind of ink, but this is like my standard black that I use all the time anyway, so no problem using that. Okay, so there's some gray. I'm gonna do some more coloring with some other colors. We need, let's see, we need a little bit of pink up in his ears, a little bit, and I think I'm gonna come back in with another color to just kind of, I might do a little bit of the light gray. I didn't want it quite that vivid of a pink, but see, you can layer and build colors on top of each other. So they're kind of pink, but just a little bit gray also. You can also take and use the blender pen if you want to come in and like maybe lighten it somewhere. So I'm just gonna kind of lighten a little bit in here on his belly just to make him look nice and fat and round. Let's see. I'm gonna take this pink. So I'm just gonna color in these different parts of this little donkey. I love these donkeys. I'm curious though, which one is your favorite of these three donkeys? I kind of like this one. I don't know. I like them all, right? They're all so cute. Oops. Was I slobber all over? All right, I need a little bit of something light on his nose. And then he needs some black for his hooks. Oh, that's really dark. Maybe too dark. Just put a little on and come back through with the light so it doesn't get too dark. Oh yeah, that's dark. Okay. So there is our little donkey. I think I'm gonna take and lighten up his hooves just a little bit there, a little darker. The other thing you can use the blender pen for is if you color outside the line, you can use the blender pen to kind of push the ink back inside the line. So it's a handy dandy tool. And when I'm done using it, I just kind of take and rub it onto my paper until it comes clear, until it's clear. A little bit, I think I want to color a little bit more. Okay, so there is that cute little donkey. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna trim this little guy out. I'm gonna fussy cut the heck out of this little guy. So you're just gonna take and work around with your snips. And I always tell everyone when you trim out an image, you're basically going to keep your scissors in the same place, but you will move your paper around. So your scissors don't move much. This is also something I don't do very often on a Facebook Live. But I know that I'm in good, fair company tonight, right? I have all my favorite people here. And I can't wait when I'm done with my videos. I'm gonna go back in and say hi to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave any questions and I will answer them after the video. But in all seriousness, if you have not placed your celebration order yet, or a celebration order, and ordered these donkeys, oh my goodness. There are so many adorable cards out there with these donkeys. I saw one today where the donkey was floating off the card being picked up by balloons. Oh, it was so precious. One of the things that I actually love about being a demonstrator is that we have this awesome resource to demonstrators where we have a Facebook group, and there are close to 30,000 demonstrators on that Facebook group, and they share the most amazing projects on there. And they're not always ones that you see on YouTube or the other places. So it's really fun to be a part of that community and get a little inside peek look at that precious little donkey. So cute. Okay, let's put the rest of this card together. So here's what we have. We have our card base. Move some things out of view. And I'm going to add this designer series paper. Oops. Messy tonight. Messy. All right, so this is going to go just to the, we're leaving a little bit of an edge. And then this one is going to go over here. So we've got the lighter part of the ombre here and the lighter part of this other piece down here. If you have the, I love the Stamp and Seal Plus, our new adhesive, but sometimes it kind of, like if you can see here, I'm not sure how good, if you guys can see that, there it'll kind of stick over the edge. I just take and I fold it back when that happens, because it happens, and that's okay. So I'm just going to butt that right up against the edge and put that down. We are going to add this, and I want a little more support. And so if you guys have been watching my videos lately, I've been using some more of these foam adhesive sheets to give kind of like some more solid support to things. And this is just a piece of scrap that I had laying around from obviously cutting out some leaves. And I'm going to take and just trim this up to kind of give some support underneath the heart. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. We are going to make sure that it's not visible, okay? But this gives like a really nice, solid support. And let's see, I had a couple other little pieces, so I'm just going to stick it on here. It's like a big sheet of dimensionals. That's all it is. So it comes in handy for some bigger things, or if you just want to support something really well on your card base. So let's see, I'm going to put this guy right about there. This is a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock. And I am going to add this cute little donkey right here. I'm just going to put some adhesive. I do need a little bit of dimensional underneath him. Just a little to support his legs. So I'm going to use mini dimensionals down there on the legs. Okay. Let me turn this back. Well, it's going to be upside down just for a minute and I'll turn it around. So we're going to add this little cutie. Oh my gosh. Okay, look how cute that is so far. I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to stick this flower up here. I just kind of want to scrunch it up a little. And we're going to put a bow in the center of it. We still need a sentiment, don't we? Let me put my bow on and then we'll do our sentiment. I am using some of the Whisper White crinkle ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a quick bow. Just a little simple bow. This ribbon is really easy to work with, and you can color this. Like if you wanted to color this with your Stampin' Blends, you can color it with your Stampin' Blends. You can also color it with regular ink. Like you can drag it through an ink pad. It's kind of messy. You'll want to wear gloves if you do that, but you can do it. Okay, need it to be a little tinier. Let's trim this off. And we're going to add this one also with a glue dot, which I stashed them here somewhere. There they are. Okay, so that little bow is going to go right there. How adorable. All right, we need a sentiment, and we're going to add some sequins as well. So I've got my sheet of paper that I was using, and I'm going to use the sentiment, "You're the best." Okay, and I'm going to stamp it in, nope, not the black. I'm going to stamp this in Bermuda Bay. So it's going to kind of match our card base. And I'm just going to stamp it right the edge of my cardstock, because I'm just going to trim off this little tiny sentiment and add it to this card. I cannot tell which way is best, up or down. Okay. think it needs to go this way. I'm going to go back to just using my phone and not all this other fancy stuff. And I don't even use anything too terribly fancy compared to some of the other things that are used out there. But man, it's been giving me a pain in the rear. That must have been the wrong way. I see less. I see less. All right, this, You're the Best. Let's see, is gonna go. Where do I want this? I don't want it to look like it's. I don't want it to look like it's coming out of somewhere that it shouldn't be. Okay, so there's that, and now we just need to add some sequins. So these are the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins, and so I have a collection of them here. And there are some kind of light blue ones that are going to be perfect on this card. And so I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to slide some of these off. And let's see, I want one. Where do I want these? I want one up here. One down here. And then maybe another one out there. There you go. Look at that cute little donkey. And you can just add a piece of Whisper White on the inside and finish off the inside. You could add a piece of the Designer Series paper as well. But look at how cute that little guy is. Do you like him? Do you love him or her? Whichever it is, the cutest little donkey. I have one more card with the donkeys to make for you tonight. And this one is going to be using the donkey that reminds me of Eeyore. This one reminds me of Eeyore. And we are going to use that. So we are going to have a bumblebee card base. Let me get this out of the way. I'll put them back up there for you to see in a little bit. So I have a bumblebee card base, same size. I'm just going to take and score this in half. Okay, so I have my card base. I also have a piece of the Flower and Field Designer Series paper, and I need to trim this down to 2 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to grab out my handy dandy but dirty mini paper trimmer. And actually I need my big trimmer because I need to be able to see more numbers than on that. So I'm going to cut this to 2 by 5 1/4. So I don't even know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to cut it anyway. 2 by 5 1/4. I don't know who my husband is talking to, but he sure is talking a lot out there, and he is not much of a talker, but he is talking to someone. It's probably someone from his office, knowing him. Okay. So I've got those 2 pieces. This is going to just go down. We're going to attach this straight to the card base. So let me add that. Make sure I add it to the right side, in the right direction. This paper makes me so happy. Have you guys seen how cute these little wildflowers are? It's so cute. I also have a black, this is from the Stitch So Sweetly. It's one of the Stitch Scalloped Rectangles. And I have a piece of Whisper White, which is what we're going to stamp this super duper cute little donkey on. Set that aside and let's get that stamped. I'm going to color this one again, but we don't have to cut it out. So, let's see, right about there. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. So cute. When I ride bikes, if you've ever seen me post, my husband and I like to ride bicycles, and we really enjoy when we see donkeys. And so often we will see these adorable little donkeys and we like to stop and talk to them. I really enjoy it. On our last ride, not only did we see donkeys, but we saw zebras too. I could not believe it. I'd never seen a zebra in person like that, just in a field, and we could walk up and we took pictures with them. So now I'm going to do kind of the same thing I did before. I'm going to start with the dark and just color. I think this is the dark one. Yeah. It was new and I don't have my label on it, so I'm going to kind of do the same thing that I did on the last donkey. I'm going to come in with the darker color first and then kind of come in with the lighter color. Let's see here. I just love this little donkey. Okay. I am not a master colorist. I am not an artist, you know, so some people can look at this and they know exactly how to color to make the right area of the light shine. One of the reasons why I love stamping is because the work has already been done by the artist who designed this stamp set. That is why I like stamping, because I cannot freehand draw squat. Believe me, I cannot. Oh my goodness, this thing is so cute. So I just keep kind of coloring around and moving in circles when I use my blends. And they kind of can make some noise, some little squeakies sometimes, but that's okay. That just means your little donkey or whatever you're coloring is getting even cuter. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna color some on this snout here. Is this the right color? Let me make sure. I want smoky slate. Giving this one a little bit different of a coloration. Who didn't have donkeys yet and now they want cute donkeys? Because how adorable are these? Someone has to want them, I know. I'm gonna add a little bit of this is the black, the lighter color, but I'm gonna come back through and blend it. Okay, and you see how, I don't know if you can see here, but I kind of went out of the line right underneath the little snout, the little nose. So I'm going to just come through here and just use this to kind of push it back in the right direction. Color a little bit in the ears. All right. Now the last thing I'm going to do is give this little donkey some grass to sit on. So I'm going to take this green and then I'm just going to go over it, I think, with my blender pen just to kind of soften it. And you know, the cool thing about these is that you can come back through. If you don't like it, just come back through. I don't really like that. I don't really like how it turned out. So I'm coming back through and giving it some more color. take and add some darker green, and then I'm going to come back and just blend it to smooth out those spots. You might have to blend for a minute, but they will kind of blend in. All right, almost done with this little thing. I should have grid paper here, but I don't. Okay, I think enough is enough. I say that, and then I'm like, wait, clean that up. Okay. All right, there is my little donkey. I have a sentiment, and we are gonna stamp, hey there, friend, on this. This is the smallest stitch circle. I'm gonna stamp that in Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay. Cute stamp. And now we're going to do some assembly. We're going to add our little donkey to this little stitched rectangle. And we're going to wrap some ribbon around it. All of these items, the papers and the Designer Series paper and the stamps tonight are available for free when you place an order and of at least $50. You can either get the Darling Donkey stamp set, this Flower and Field Designer Series paper, or that really cute Oso Ombre paper. Now, the last thing we need to do is pull out our ribbon. So this is the, let's see if I can remember, Playing with Flowers, I think it's called, ribbon combo. This comes in a pack that has all three of these pretty ribbons together. It's a combo pack. We're going to use 2 of them today. And we're going to modify one. So I'm going to use the really nice white ribbon here. And I am going to wrap, I need enough to wrap around here. Oops. Let's see. So we're going to wrap this around. So I need about that much. And then this twine has both white, blue, and silver in it, and we're going to actually take it apart. I want enough, though, to tie a little double bow. So I'm going to take some extra. And all you have to do to take this apart is to literally find the white piece. That's what I want, and I'm just going to pull up, and then the blue piece is what will be left. So you could use that on here, but I just want the white. Now, white baker's twine was always like my favorite, and we got rid of it, but now we have it available in our January to June mini catalog in a combo pack. Let me just show you that real quick. It comes in a combo pack, and you get Whisper White and Blushing Bride together. So if you love baker's twine like I do, then you want to go get this combo pack. It coordinates with the Snailed It suite. So go to the page in your catalog with the Snailed It suite and you'll see this in there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that twine to tie this off. Tie this ribbon off. I'm going to tie a little bow. So I'm going to first tie a single tie and kind of get my ribbon situated. Pull it tight. You won't be able to shift it much, so you got to kind of have it in the right spot, because these scallops, once you get it done, they don't want to let you move it much. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and tie my bow. almost done with this card. It's so cute. Let's trim those ends off. I'll try to tighten it a little bit. This one is what I need to do. There we go. Okay. All right, look how cute that is. We're going to add this to the card with dimensionals. And then we're going to add our sentiment. These colors are so cheerful. I just love them. All right. Put this right here. Now the sentiment is going to be added with dimensionals right here. So I'm just going to put a couple dimensionals on there. And add that right there. And we're not done yet, because even though this card is so dang cute, we need to add some of those Artistry Blooms sequins, right? Because everything needs bling. I have this little strip I'm going to pull off of here. Grab my Take Your Pick tool again. It's great for sliding off these little adhesive backed things. And another one over here. Whoops. I ripped the paper off. And then we need another one. I say, let me see. I say we're going to need one down here. All right. Look how cute that is. So these are our two adorable donkey cards tonight. Which one is your favorite? Do you like Ooh La La, let me give you this rose donkey? Or do you like the I'm so cute, don't you want to take me home donkey? Oh my goodness, I think I like this one the best. I don't know why. It's just so cute because it looks so innocent and darling, right? I think I like that one the best. Tell me what you think. And I am going to turn the camera back up, so hold on, I'm going to cover the camera. Ooh, ooh. Hey, that was almost a disaster. Hi. All right, let's see. Okay, step back here. So, cute donkeys. Cute donkeys, and I can't tell which way to look because I'm not used to using that camera angle. So, darling donkeys available while supplies last with any $50 order. Nancy says she likes them both, but the one sitting down reminded me of Eeyore too. Yeah, totally Eeyore. I should do another one. Oh, Kelly, you're not crazy about the donkeys? Oh, they are so cute. I'm not sure how crazy I was when I first saw them, but as they've grown on me a lot. So don't forget about the One Crafty Sister Destash Bash. I have a sheet here ready for you to put your name, and when you do any of these 4 combinations, and I'll put all the information in the link below the video. If you place a minimum $50 order, sign up for my card club that is in January, and you can get that to go, so you can do that anywhere in the United States. Register for my stamp camp that's on January 30th, and that's a collaboration with Zahra Premji, one of our awesome Canadian demonstrators, or register for the in-personer to go of my Creative Escape in March. Any of those 4 items, the first one you do, you're going to get a pack of DSP and a bolt of ribbon that has a value of $20. The second one you do, you're going to get a stamp set out of my retired stash that's valued at least $20. The third one you do, you're going to get those two things, but then you're also going to get a punch or tool. And then if you do all four, I'm going to throw in a bundle of at least $45 to $50 value. So you're going to get, you can get over $100. Terry, yes, you can do it until this Sunday. So this is my birthday week special, the One Crafty Sister Destash Bash, Birthday Bash. So you can do these things anytime until Sunday, and then I'll mail out all the gifts next week. So if you, like I said, if you don't want to register for anything and you just want a mystery box, just send an email to Jennifer@onecraftysister.com and I will send a mystery box to you in the mail for $50 plus shipping, priority mail shipping. So you can just send that email. And oh, you have to get up at 3 a.m. That is way too early. All right, friends, I have had fun with you tonight. I'm so thankful to spend my birthday with you, even with technology issues. But we're here, we had fun, we made really cute donkey cards, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. And I can't wait to send out all kind of fun birthday presents to you guys. So have a great night, have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye. Good night.